Hey everyone, this is Roota Mittal. I'm the creator of the Vortex Mastermind. So, what is Vortex? Vortex is basically my signature mastermind, which helps you turn your skills and expertise into a 6 and 7 figure brand. And we basically help you craft and scale your high ticket offer, implement a high end sales process, and to scale up your personal brand. Today, I'm so excited to interview Deepina Singh. Deepina is a Vortex Mastermind client. She sells her high ticket consulting and marketing services and also hosts her own mastermind, which is called the Track Mastermind. Deepina, welcome. I'm so excited to talk with you.
Same here, Ruta. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what is your niche and how do you help clients currently?
So currently, I help my clients in three ways, basically. Two of them I've done a lot. One I have just thought of and started. So I do done for you services for my clients. I'm a marketing strategist. And I have not niched down into any services. So I help my clients basically increase their business revenue. I have worked with clients across 6 countries, 10 industries. I did not niche down into that. How I help them is understand what is missing in their entire marketing strategy, which will help them increase their revenue. And if it requires me to do ads for them or funnels for them or edit their content strategy, I do all of that. That comes under copywriting, emails, whatever is required. I fill in those missing pieces and help them ultimately scale their revenue. So this is the done for you services. The other way I help my customers is coaching freelancers and coaches, online coaches, with the help of Track Mastermind, like you already said, helping them scale their income. So people often get stuck. I was myself stuck. I was able to find clients, but not scale it, not charge high. So how I overcame that, I help my clients do those things. So that's the second thing. And the third way I help my clients is through consultations, where I just map out a strategy for them and then they can implement it themselves or have their own team.
Cool, makes sense. So you joined Vortex Mastermind, I believe, about 15 months ago. I think it was last Feb. So how was your business doing back then before you joined us in?
Yeah, so that's exactly like I joined last year in Feb. Maybe I think I was one of the first few people because I was waiting for you to launch something like this. I wanted your personalized coaching. The business was doing okay. I mean, I started with you in 2020 with MAA, and then I was able to find clients. So up until I joined Vortex, I was able to find clients regularly. I had a few months where I didn't have clients because I was not putting in that much effort. So consistency was a little issue. And I think majority of the end of 2021 to early 2022, the main thing was I was getting 1,500 to 1,800, sometimes $2,000 per month with 2 to 3 clients, but I was not able to scale it further. I was tired of being in that range for more than 2 years. And I wanted to scale it to 5K. That was like the one goal in front of my eyes. That's what I wanted. And I had a lot of information on what to be done because, social media, there's so much information available, but it was not able to figure out the right flow, the right steps on how to get that done and how to make it a reality.
Makes sense. So you said you were stuck with 1,800 to $2,000 months, and you were working with a couple of clients back then, and you were stuck on how to scale. Basically, your business had plateaued, and you didn't know what to do to take it to the next level and hit that goal of $5,000 months, like you said. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
cool. And how, compared to that, how is your business doing right now?
I hit my first $5,000 month in October last year, 2022, the quarter four. And ever since it's been a super exciting journey because I also launched my own program. I have been able to deliver better results to my clients with all the things I learned inside Vortex. There is so much help on ads, on funnels, on promotion, launch strategy, like the promotion plans and the launch strategies. So those things help me charge high confidently to my clients. Because, like I said, we talked about the money I was making back before I joined Vortex, but there was also this block in my head that I had only happened to work with clients who were very small businesses. And so the results were not great. The numbers were not great. I felt like, oh, I can't tell pay me $2,000 per month with just 2 ROAS and stuff like that. So with Vortex, I was able to improve my monthly income because I got a lot of clarity on what is my USP, how to look at my own data, how to figure out how to say confidently that yes, I can deliver the results and I have done good work. And basically, I think all the freelancers struggle with this, Ruta, finding your voice, finding your uniqueness, finding your USP, because you feel that there's so many people offering the same thing that I'm offering, then how do I stand out? So those things changed for me, and I've been hitting consistent $5,000 months. I mean, a little bit above and below happens, we know that. But yeah, the biggest thing was like charging high and launching my own program
Yeah.
is the biggest change that happened.
Yeah, so I think I see two transformations in your journey. One is that you were working with 2 to 3 clients and making $1,800. So that means your ticket size was $500 to $600. So
Yes.
now, how much do you charge your clients for your one-on-one?
I would I mean, I have charged clients $2,000. So I have worked in the last 6 months with clients who've paid me $2,000 per month. I closed a $4,000 deal for 2 months. I closed a $4,000 deal for another client for 2 months and past client. So, but I still have clients who pay me 1,800. I have still have one client who pays me 1,200. So average ticket size has increased, like its average ticket size has actually tripled kind of. So that is awesome, basically.
Yeah, so you're able to work with more clients. Well, you're able to work with less clients, but charge more and actually make a better impact in their business.
Yeah, so exactly. I'm still working with 3 clients. See, 5 clients is overwhelming for me, personally for me. And anyone who asks me the suggestion, I also say, like, don't work with a lot of clients because then it's overwhelming and it's hard to put in more quality time. If you don't put in more quality time, you don't get results. So those things happen. So I realized like a year and a half back that I can only do quality work for 3 clients. So I still work with 3 clients, but the income is kind of tripled than what it was early last year.
Yeah. And the second transformation is you were able to launch your own program, which you've been wanting to do for a while. So, can you walk us through that journey, how it went, and you were able to sell out a few spots? What were your blogs before kind of going out and selling it? Because I want someone who is in your position, who is like in the one on one, to also see an option to transition to one to many. So, how did that process go for you?
Absolutely. I would love to talk about that. So in 2021, it had been a year, more than a year, I was working with clients. And like I just mentioned a few minutes ago, that I realized that working with more than 3 clients is overwhelming for me because I want to focus on quality. So at that time, I mean, I was thinking in my head that I have experienced some things, like I had a different story. I started from scratch, quit my job, and then started earning $280 first client, which is pretty similar to yours, by the way. It's a coincidence. And then, how I went to 500, 1,000, 1,500. And a lot of people in my audiences on Instagram, they would message me asking me that, how you get clients or how you are delivering results. And I used to give them suggestions without holding back. But then suddenly one day in 2021, I think April, May, at that time, someone messaged me like, "Do you have a mentorship program?" And I said no. But then that triggered me to think about like I am helping people, so I wanted to do that. That was a trigger. I realized that if I do that, I'll probably be able to help more people and also make more money in the side. So I thought I want to launch something. Then I mean, my immediate network, I saw a lot of peers selling small digital products, and it piqued my interest. So in 2021, July, August, I did a series of 4 lives on Instagram where I showed some templates. 30, 40 people attended those lives, and a lot of them came back messaging me that this is awesome. This is something worth $1,000. You're sharing for free and everything. So I thought, okay, why not just polish these templates and sell them, for $10 or $19 or something like that. So I was very convinced I want to do that. I want to sell my templates and make more templates about my processes and what I've done. But then I started researching, how to start a coach. I went through a lot of other coaches, what they were teaching, free workshops, free webinars I attended. But I did a lot of calculations, like I want to make $5,000. So these many pieces I'll sell. So 100 units of my product I have to sell if it's $50 and stuff like that. A lot of Excel sheets. But then every time I sat down to start, I couldn't figure out how to do that. So actually towards the end of 2021, I was looking for knowledge and learning this from someone who's done this before. And luckily, you launched an event in November 2021. I attended that. And then you had another event in Jan. I attended that. And right when I was confused, like how should I go about it? You announced that you're coaching. And since I already knew you, I have blindly invested money in Vortex. In Vortex, like the first module itself, the worksheets and everything, it gave me immense clarity. It gave me a clear path to follow on how to build an outline. So basically, the first thing I did after joining Vortex was put in all my thoughts about my product into action by writing the beta offer and everything. And once I did that, I think that totally changed the way. I had a discussion with you about what I wanted to sell, and you said, no, don't sell anything for $10. You will have to sell, like, even if you sell 100 units for 5,000, how will you scale further? Then it will be like more units, more units. So I realized that it would be complicated, and you said that you should launch $1,000 offer or $1,500 offer. And at that time, I thought, okay, she's I don't know what she's thinking about me. I can't do that. I'm not equipped to do that. I'm not experienced to do that. But with the help of the modules and the sheets, I think everything just started becoming clear to me. And even before, like I launched the program in October, my beta offer track mastermind, but in the month of April only, I had done the outline with the help of the sheets that were inside. And then there was so many other things, like how to start promoting it for the first time, how to name it, and exact promotion plan, how to do a free event, how to get leads, new leads. I built my email list by 200 extra people doing free events as you guided. And I was not expecting that even after the free event, someone will say, okay, we want to book a call with you because we want to buy your program. And I was not at all expecting that someone will be, on the first call itself, my first student, she was like, okay, what are the prices? And when I said $1,000, she's like, okay, I'm in. And by next day, she had made the payment. So this was the entire journey. And I don't think I can explain in words enough, but it was overwhelming, like a good overwhelming for me because it was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think the interesting part is you wanted to sell something for $50, but you ended up selling your first ever spot for $1,000. And then like that's so cool because I see a lot of people, at least in India, starting their first ever product and selling it at $50 or even $100. But then it's hard to scale. And also you have to work with a lot of people, wherein you will also attract people who are not committed enough. So it's always better to work with less number of people, even in your one to many, charge high ticket and make a deeper impact in their life. So you were able to sell your first spot. And did you build the program during this time, or how did it go? And then what happened after you sold your first spot?
Yeah. So first of all, I want to do a small recap. Like 50 was the best case scenario. I was thinking 10, so that would have been even harder. I sold my first spot after an event. And the second spot also got sold like because of that event only, the event and the promotion I was following. So within another month, like not even 2 months, 1.5 months, I sold 2 spots. I was super excited because I had not built the program. So my first purchase came at around something like 17th or 18th October. And the course was launching on 1st December. So they paid me without even having access to any modules and without even having any calls with me. They were like, okay, yeah, we're ready to start with you on 1st December only. And nothing was recorded when I sold my first 2 spots. There were no modules inside. The modules got over only by the end of Feb. And I sold a spot in Feb also. Sold 2 spots in March also. I sold a spot in December also. So it's like 6 spots in total. And only in Feb the program got completed. Actually, the way you guided the event, when I did the event, I got more clarity on what I need to include. And also because it was a founders round, so people gave me their inputs. I kept it open. I asked them like, what do you want me to include in this? And I included all of that. So it was actually the best thing to do. If I had recorded, I would have been more desperate to sell it. Okay, I would not have been so patient. I would be under the stress that okay, I've spent so much time, and I also would not have sold anything in October because I would have taken 2 3 months to record the program, and then if nobody bought, I would have. Then if nobody bought, I would have been in super stress. So I think it was amazing the way you guided too.
Yeah, I think for anyone who wants to launch a course, we teach the sell before build framework inside the mastermind, which is very important because, as Deepina said, let's say if your first spot gets sold, great. But then if you start building it and then no one comes, then you are basically stuck with that client for, let's say, 12 months. And with that offer, because now it's built, you are desperate. It shows that desperate energy shows when you're trying to sell. So that is what we want to avoid. And so, how much revenue has your business made in total? Because I know you were working with us inside Marketing Accelerator, our program before, and now inside the mastermind. So, what is the overall revenue your business has made?
Actually, I had never thought of it until recently when I was creating my VSL and I was, checking out all my numbers. So since March 2020 to up till now, I have made slightly more than $100,000. It's in total in 3 years. And in last year alone, I have made $46,784, from March of 2022 to now. So it's been amazing. Like,
So half of what your total business has made, you have made in the last 1 year. And like what was the difference in the first 2 years versus the third year where you saw a jump? Because a lot of people, I know there's a lot of discussion in the market that, oh, COVID was a boom for online businesses and all of that, and that there is a decline now with the economy, with the recession, and like businesses are slowly declining rather than growing. So what do you have to say about that?
I don't think so. I mean, in the COVID, so I don't know if it's because of COVID or anything, but I started like bang in the March of 2020 when everything was shut down. I started then. My reason was because it had been a year since I'd quit my job, so I thought it's high time I start earning. It was not because of COVID that I started freelancing, but um, I I was charging low in the beginning because I was new and I needed to work more, get results, feel confident, and also like I'm a person, I don't want to commit or offer something that I don't know I can do. I like to over deliver and respect my commitments to people I work with. So in the beginning it was slow. The only I was very happy that I was getting clients, so that was a win for me. Charges I wasn't focusing on at that much. One client, two clients, three clients, and that's how I was growing with five clients and overwhelmed for coming back again. So I cut down on my income in the first year a little bit because I wanted to respect the people I was working with by giving them quality work. And low charges, that's what I started with. So little bit increase I was doing. I was not bold enough at that time to double my charges with every client. I was scared. I was new. But then, so first 2 years were like that. And then the second year, I also hit income inconsistency because I learned it that way that when you have clients, you stop promoting yourself. And I was busy with the clients focusing on their work, and then there are other things also, like you feel I'm an entrepreneur so I need to live a free life and everything, but no, entrepreneurship is not easy. You need to be committed as well. So learned a lot of things about being a freelancer, doing your own thing, being your own boss. And by the second year I realized that once your client contracts are over, you are again at ground zero. If you're not promoting yourself, if you don't have a system to, continue building your authority, of course, I mean, those things were what I learned, and that's why I had plateaued. In the second year, in the third year when I joined Vortex, that's what changed. Like I had support not only for, I mean, there is no module in Vortex which says how to increase your prices. Okay, but it's about building your systems. You automatically build your authority, you build your personal brand, and then you feel justified asking for a high price, people also consider you as an expert to pay you a high price. And then there is support to build your systems. Like I had never posted so much content, which I posted in just 3 months while being in Vortex. Why? What changed? Because it was easy. The way you guide, it comes out so naturally, it's so easy, and my messaging is clear because of the worksheets we did. So I think I became more clearer about what I wanted to say, who I wanted to attract, and I became super sure of what is my strength and what I can, offer people. That helped everything. Helped me to charge high, helped me to show up consistently, helped me to launch offers confidently. So yeah, that is what changed.
Yeah. And also, it's super interesting. So you've made $100,000 in the last 3 years. But tell me, how many followers do you have right now?
Uh, I I talk about it a lot now because it's become my unique story. I have just 1,400 followers. When I started with you, I was a little below or a little above 1,300. Let's say 1,300, 1,280 or 1,310, something like that. So it used to stress me out a lot, Ruta. I mean, I just want to take a minute and say this. I used to feel so stressed. Okay, they are selling offers because they have so many followers. Okay, they are making this much money because they have so much followers. Oh my God, the comments and everything. But my experience in the last year has been so transformative for myself. And that's what I want to share with my clients and all my clients also, that it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters in some situations, but if you are somewhere stuck somewhere where I was, like $1,500 or $1,800, then getting to 5,000, that is not a criteria at all. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. My thought process is, if you have followers right now, if you're watching this, maybe you have a brand on LinkedIn, or if you have a brand on Instagram or Facebook already, the followers are not going to hurt you. They are only going to help you. Yes. So you can easily hit 5K, 20K, $50,000 months. Yes, it will all help you. However, if you want to hit $5,000, $10,000, I don't think the following is the main thing, because think about it. If you charge high ticket, $2,000 ticket size, you just need 5 clients to pay you. And if you do your job well, most of them will be retainer clients, low churn rate, and then there's not a lot of chaos over that. So basically, if you're thinking, oh, I don't have so many followers and hence I can't achieve my goals, hence I can't make decent money, then it's not true, because we see it again and again. Because the followers and the views and the subscribers are great. Again, they don't hurt you, but they are also not the main thing, because we are entrepreneurs, we are business owners, we are not simple creators or YouTubers um, who kind of run their business based on views and brand sponsorships and deals. No, we have our own high ticket products to sell. So you don't need a lot of followers to leverage. If you have, we will teach you how to do that inside and scale up really fast. I've also feel like, Deepina, if you had a bit more followers and if you had a brand, I think you would have also easily sold out your founders round in like a few weeks.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
didn't. And that's also okay, because again, there's nothing wrong with it, because now you have a very strong foundation and now is the time for you to scale up. So whatever you feel like, as you rightly said, like whatever you feel like is your weakness, you can turn it into a superpower, because then you can help other people just like you get attracted to your story and help through those objections and limiting beliefs.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to say, like, follows is not a showstopper. And then also, like, I
Yes.
also wanted to share this if it helps the people who are watching. I mean, if your stories get just 10 views also, and if you're looking for one client, then it's not a bad metric. We often think like, oh my God, my story is not getting 100 views, 1,000 views. That's all right. It's not a main blocker. Even if 10 potential leads are watching your stories, even if you convert one out of them, all you need is one out of them to become your client if you're looking for one client. So not a showstopper is how I want to sum it up, the followers.
Yeah. Um, so in the last few months, I see that you've been posting a lot of content. What do you think is the role of producing content, video content, in the success that you have had in terms of the money you make, the clients you attract? How has that changed for you?
It has a massive impact. Things that block us from doing it is shyness, or again the fear of not getting enough views and engagement and comments and stuff like that, because I have experienced that. I never used to post videos and everything. So like I already said, I never used to post so much. Before joining Vortex for 3 months, I just had one reel. I did a post recently where I was like, only one post in 3 months, then only two posts in 1 month, like that. And then come September, August, September in Vortex, by then I had done rest of the foundational stuff, because I followed Vortex, like everything inside Vortex in an order. I was like, even if it's taking me time, I want to do it this way because there's a reason it's this way. And there is. So worked on my offer, my brand, I changed my messaging, everything. And then I came to content. I post 30 pieces of content on two platforms every month. Okay. And then there is some on YouTube also, and automatically on Facebook also. So it's like in total, if you see like 150 to 120 to 150 pieces of content every month, I do it consistently. I've been doing it since September, except for a few breaks here and there, personal life and stuff. It has made a massive impact. The first impact it makes for someone who has a following like me and is was earning what I was earning last year. So you build your authority. You you don't build your there is no other way to build your authority. You cannot work 7 days in a week and then post 100 posts on different platforms and come out to other people as an expert. It is a consistent process. You have to post videos. Helps my reach better than the other posts, but it also helps my, I think what I've seen is I generate a lot of leads from my video content, because people DM me when I talk on videos. I do trending reels also, like not dancing trends, but trending audios and stuff. Basically, the whole content machine system that you have inside Vortex, it has helped me post consistently, and the impact, like I said, I think this is what has made people buy my offer at $1,000, my new offer at $1,000, because people who've been watching me for 2 months, 3 months, they are reaching out and saying that we've been following you. Yesterday only I had a call with a potential lead for Track Mastermind, and they said that my blog is posting. I don't know how to start it, and I see the way you do it. It's awesome. So it helps in a lot of things, generating leads and positioning yourself as an authority. Um, Helping people relate to you also, because some people have said, come to calls on me and said that we relate to your story. I was also in IT. I also quit my job. So there are so many things that change when you talk. And I also want to say one more thing here about video. Whatever content you're posting, if you also convert it to video, it just helps you put out more pieces of content and different formats of content. It's an experiment for me. The same post in text and the same post in video, I can compare what's working better, what's not working better. So I think overall it's been awesome, and I would not have grown without it. I think it has a major contribution in where I am right now.
Yeah. This is for everyone listening, because if something is stopping you from creating content, showing up on video, lack of confidence or shyness or just time crunch or whatever, or like family life or whatever it is, it really helps because people see you be consistent day in and day out. Consistency plays a huge role. So people have been seeing you be consistent, Deepina, for months now, 7 to 8 months now with your content. And that helps. That also inspires your client further because they know that, all right, this is how I need to show up for my own business as well. So we discussed about your six-figure business, Deepina. Have you run any ads to grow this business?
Uh, no, like I have just run ads once for 7 days for one of the events. So I did a free event in October. That was my first free event, live webinar, and I did a second free event in Feb of 2023, 5th Feb. So just to experiment between the results of the two, I tested ads for a week for the second event. Apart from that, no ads. It's all organic.
Yeah.
All organic.
All organic with 1,400 followers. So you do the math. Currently, if you're watching and if you have more followers, again, it's only going to help you get faster traction. But if you don't have followers, please don't let that stop you from doing this. And like I always say, I think your first six-figure, your first $100,000, you don't need ads. Yes, it will be a tiny bit slow, but I feel like it's a foundational thing. anyone can achieve a bit, like you can achieve your first six figures faster. That's not an issue. But for going from 6 to 7 figures, hitting that $1 million, if that is one of your goals, then ads and a funnel in place will help you get faster and scale faster. It's like putting a fuel in your rocket, because now that rocket ship is built, it is steady. So that is what you're working on right now, right,
Yeah.
Deepina? Like
Yeah.
like what are you working on right now?
Yeah, so I have just like yesterday launched my VSL, my first VSL ever. And right now I'm going to promote it for a week. Like I'm organically promoting it. I've already gotten some leads from it. I've already gotten some inquiries and DMs from it and call bookings from it. But the
Less than
plan is to
24 hours. Less than
less
24.
than, yeah, less than 24 hours. And now the plan is to run ads to it because I want to attract more cold traffic. I want to attract more leads outside of my network. So yeah, I'm going to be running ads for the first time. So excited and nervous also at the same time.
Yeah. And you have been running ads for your clients in the past, right? So is that,
Yes,
I think that is something that experience you're going to bring into this stage of your business when you do that for
definitely.
yourself.
Definitely. I have actually worked majorly, like I have worked with a few stores for sales. But I think I have a lot of experience in lead generation in different niches, different industries. And yeah, I think that's gonna come in handy. Fingers crossed. I hope it works well for me also.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who is transitioning or thinking of transitioning from one to one-to-many offers? One-to-many offers, if you guys are watching, what I mean by that is courses, coaching programs, mastermind, basically anything which is a group format to leverage your time better. What would you say based on your journey?
I would say, I mean, it's a calling, like you feel inside. I mean, I wouldn't force anybody to do one-to-many offers, but if you're someone who feels that, because I always felt inclined to that, I enjoy doing that also. I enjoy doing that even on DMs. So if you feel inclined to that, doesn't mean you don't have to wait for a time where you feel like you're an expert and then you will launch your course. No, if you feel inclined to it, do it right away because it is the best way. Like in your experimentation and the first trial stage of creating your course and launching your beta offer and getting your clients, you'll have so much experience. It'll help your content game, it'll help your messaging, it'll help the way you deliver to your clients also because you'll feel more confident. Like recently, I last month I got on a call with a client and I sent him a $5,900 proposal. You know, why did I do that? I've never done that before. I was able to do that because after launching the program, after launching the offer, working on it, planning it, I feel more confident about myself. So not just money, confidence, your content game and charging higher to your clients, it all changes when you do a one-to-many offer. And then when I look at a year ahead in future, I mean, even if I charge my clients $2,000 a month, even $3,000 a month, there's only a limit to the number of clients I can work with in a month, right? Even if you're doing a one-on-one done for you or one-on-one coaching program, I was just discussing this with someone other day. For 10 clients, even if you dedicate 1 hour to a client in a month, then for 10 one-on-one clients, it will be 10 hours of your time. But in 2 hours of time, you can cater to 10 clients in a one-to-many model, right? And you can scale to 50 clients, 100 clients in a month. So it's a good thing to set up. If you feel inclined to it, you should definitely do it. And if you enjoy helping people on DMs, then also you can be a good coach because that also says that you are inclined to helping people, coaching people, and it's a good thing to do.
Yeah. It's so interesting you said that. So people, if you're wondering like, okay, how do I know if coaching is for me? Well, if you have been doing it unintentionally, like helping people on DMs or messages or in other communities or in your own community, or people have been asking you on their own, like you never thought about it, but people have been asking you to create something like this, that is a sign, that is your permission to create your own one-to-many offer. And my opinion, if you listen to it, would be a high ticket offer, because as I keep saying, work with less number of clients and have more impact in their lives. Okay, Deepina. So, what would you advise someone who is on the fence about applying to the Vortex Mastermind right now? Maybe they feel like they don't have the right offer or the right background, or they feel like I cannot do this, I cannot build a brand, or the investment is too much. What would you like to say to them?
Yeah, there are so many things I would like to say, but I'll try to keep it short. The first thing is, if you have no idea of how to grow, I mean, like it's totally coming from the heart right now. If you have no idea how to grow your business, then definitely you need Vortex, because there is so much of support, not just from Roota and the other team members, it's also from the community. It's not just about learning things, it's also about handling and managing your stress, pressure, anxiety, everything. So if you don't know what you need to do, then definitely you should be there. The resources, the guidance, the support is all awesome. If you are someone who is somewhat like me last year, who thinks like you know what is needed to be done, you have Excel sheets, you have plans, and you think you're pretty smart and you know what to do, then also you need this program, because without this, I would still have been there. Or I would have moved forward, tried my $10 thing, and got frustrated if I'd sold only 10 spots of it. I mean, 10 pieces of that templates. So, uh, I mean, a lot of time people don't invest money with mentors, especially with high ticket mentors. I'm saying this from experience, is because you think like, I know half of the things that they are saying they'll teach us. But then knowing doesn't get you anywhere. You feel stuck there. After 3 months also you're stuck there. After 6 months also you're stuck there. And if you somehow try to steal some things from here and there and make your own plan and patch up a rough plan, a plan that is not customized for you, try it, fail, you only feel more disappointed. So from that point of view, if you don't know, if you know, it's the best place to invest. Ruta, I mean, I really appreciate Ruta for the way she guides students really in a very personalized way. From the investment point of view, I made my investment in Vortex within 2 months. That's because I was slow. I was taking my time in the beginning, going through every worksheet, just like, kids learn the ABCD for the first time. I was practicing and doing everything properly. If you are fast, if you think you're smart and you're fast, you can probably make it back in 1 month also. And then, the other income that I have made with the support of Vortex, that's all profit. It's completely profit. Like I said, how much money I made last year, it's, I don't know, calculate, do the math. I'm excited right now and a little slow, but do the math. The money I invested and the money I made last year, it's crazy. It's like 20x or something. So yeah, it is a high investment. If you think it's hard for you, um, I don't know. I think it's worth it because it really helped me grow. And whatever I learned is going to stay with me. I've built something that will keep growing for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. So think of it from that point of view.
Yeah, I really do see it as a seed that you plant today that you can grow into a tree for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. It is literally building the foundations of your brand, learning the decision-making models and the mindset and the marketing and sales strategies that are gonna serve you forever and to help you attract your dream clients. So yeah, that was so cool, Deepina. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for being so kind and gracious enough to share your story. And I know so many people are inspired by you. So you guys, if you want to join me inside the Vortex Mastermind and the Deepina, you can hit the link in the description to apply, or you can just comment apply in the comment section, and our team will reach out to you. I look forward to working with you over the next 12 months. Also, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure to like the video and let Deepina know in the comments, like, what was your favorite part? What about her story stuck out to you? What was the most inspiring moment for you, like, about all of this? Did this light a fire under your ass to get started today and take action? Let her know, because I'm sure she'll appreciate it. And of course, Deepina, if people need to find you and your work online, tell them how can they do that.
On Instagram, you can find me at Deepina at uh, on
Deepina
on
on social
Instagram, you can
media.
find me at Deepina on social.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on Instagram, you can find me at Deepina on social. And on YouTube, you can find me at Deepina Marketing.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Deepina. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.
Lovely talking to you. Thank you for having me here.